Carissa. I'm going to be guiding you guys through a 50-minute long Pilates practice. Just you and your mat, no props today. This practice is going to be modifiable, so if you have anything going on with your body, I'll be giving lots of options as we start to move. We're going to start. Just want you to find a nice comfortable seat. Take your right leg out nice and long and straight to the right. Bend your left knee, bring the left sole of your foot to your left inner thigh. From here, just push and root those sit bones down. Try to really reach energy out of your right heel. And then we're gonna square our torso to the right leg. You're gonna lift your heart up, take a nice full inhale. We're gonna sweep those arms up to the sky and you can look up. And then as you exhale, I want you to hinge and maybe bringing your hands to your ankle, to your foot, to your knee, wherever they need to rest. And you're thinking that you can round a little bit through the upper back, so forehead towards that right knee. Just breathe, opening up that right hamstring. See if you can go a little deeper in that fold, that hinge. And then inhale to lift your heart up. Now bring your right hand to the inside of that right leg. Take your left arm, sweep it all the way out. I want you to look past your fingertips, square those shoulders, push those sit bones down. And on the exhale, that left arm is gonna reach up, 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 and over to the right. Now I want you to try to lift that heart up and then try not to just let that ear fall into the shoulder. Try to keep a little lift through the side. The neck. Left arm reaching up and over, reach, 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 reach. We're going into that nice deep side body stretch, opening up those intercostal muscles. Keep reaching, reaching, reaching into that side bend. Imagine you can kind of slide between two planes of glass. Just roll that left shoulder back and down. And then we're gonna inhale, you're gonna lift your heart up and look up, look past your fingertips. And then exhale to the side bend. One more time, inhale, lift the heart up, look past those fingertips. A little bit of rotation, a little extension. And then go into that side bend. And then bring it all the way back, nice and slow, and then let's bring the soles of the feet together to touch. So kind of like a little butterfly, knees wide, clasp the hands, lift the heart. Take a nice full inhale. And as we exhale, let's hinge forward and kind of fold into this stretch. Now your elbows can bend back and they can kind of traction your hips open if you push down to the inner legs, right? Shoulders are back and down, the back of the neck stays long. You can keep the back long and straight. Sometimes it feels a little nicer in the spine to let the head drop and find a little bit of rounding here. Wherever you are, just breathe. And then inhale, lift the heart up. And then come all the way up, and then let's go on to the left side. Left leg extends, right sole of the foot to the left inner thigh. Flex your left toes to the sky. Reach that energy out of that left heel. Lift the heart up, square your torso to the left side. Inhale, the arms reach up, shoulders roll down. Lift, and then exhale, hinge. Maybe grab the ankle, maybe grab the foot, maybe grab the knee. Fold. Now you can round, forehead towards the knees, shoulders down out of the ears. Now you're opening up the back of that left leg. And whenever we stretch, we want to find like our edge, right? So just kind of like right on the edge of that discomfort. But we don't want to move into pain or anything that doesn't feel appropriate, right? So we want to feel stretch, but we don't want to go too far. So make sure that you are kind of getting to know your body in these shapes to make sure that we are finding the benefits of the position. And then we inhale, we lift that heart up, bring the left hand to the inside of that left leg, reach your right arm out to the side, roll that shoulder back and down, and we're gonna go into the side bend. That right arm reaches up and over. Now you can look underneath that right arm. You're trying to pull the right shoulder back and down. We're just trying to find a nice side bend. So you're thinking like if you were between two panes of glass, like all one side over the other in the side bend. Try not to round forward. Push those sit bones down. See if you can go a little deeper. And then we inhale, we reach it up. And now we're going to rotate and lift, look up at the sky. And you can look past those fingertips. And then exhale, go back into the side bend. Drop that right shoulder down out of the ear, keep the side of the neck long. Inhale, lift up, look up, a little bit of upper back extension. Exhale, side bend, reach. Open through the side body. And then let's bring it all the way back. Okay, cross the ankles, sit up tall. Take your right arm, reach it out to the side. Your palm's gonna face up towards the sky. Reach it all the way up. Bend the elbow and let the arm just drape over the crown of the head. Right palm to your left ear, right ear to your right shoulder. All you're doing here is giving yourself a really gentle assist to open the left side of the neck, right? So drop that shoulder. Try not to put too much weight here, not pulling. And breathe. So you might stay right where you are. If you want to go a little deeper in the stretch, take your left arm out. Let the arm just kind of hang in space, and we're going to go into a little bit of a nerve stretch. You're going to go into that side bend. And then inhale to come up, left hand to the earth. Right arm, reach, 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 bring it back down. Left palm up. Inhale, lift. Drape it over the head. Left palm to the right ear. And let that left ear fall. Right arm can kind of hang in space if that feels good. Try to, again, just that idea, that's 2 panes of glass. One in the front, one in the back. No rounding forward, no opening the chest, just a nice lateral side bend. Gently bring the right palm back to the earth. Left arm reaches up, over, and comes down. All right, nice work, everybody. So what we're gonna do from here, we're gonna go into some core work. I want you just to kind of position yourself so that you're facing the front edge of your mat. Sit right in the middle. Bring your feet down to the earth. You want heels, knees, and sit bones in the same line of energy. Shoulders back and down, reach your arms forward. Take a nice full inhale, look past those fingertips. As you exhale, what you're gonna do is you're gonna haul out your abdominals, you're gonna curl your pelvis underneath you, and you're gonna start to roll back. You're gonna go back 1 vertebra at a time till your shoulder blades hit and then the back of the head will rest. You're gonna take your arms over your head with your palms facing up to the sky. You're gonna circle the arms up, back and down and around, and then reach your fingertips away as you rest your palms to the earth. Now from here, bring your feet in just a touch closer so that your heels are kind of more underneath the knees, or maybe just 1 inch forward of the knees. Make sure all those joints point forward. We're gonna practice a little abdominal curl to come up. So let's place the hands behind the head with the elbows nice and wide. Take a nice full inhale here, and then as you exhale, belly pulls back and down, and you're gonna very slowly start to curl up. And you wanna think about kind of bringing your ribs up and over your hips. And then we're gonna inhale, you're gonna lower back down, those elbows are gonna go nice and wide. Inhale here, exhale, curl it up. Ribs up and over the hips. Now the pelvis stays super level and super even, right? So we're not lifting one side, staying pretty stable. We're gonna do 1 more of these. Elbows go wide. We're really lifting from the core, not lifting the head with the hands. And then lower it down. Next piece of the puzzle, we're gonna lift and twist. You're gonna take your left leg up off the floor, right? So knee over the hip. And we're gonna lift and we're gonna twist right elbow to that left knee. We're gonna inhale center as the left foot lowers back down to its footprint. We're gonna exhale, right foot lifts, lift left elbow, right knee, inhale, lower. And we're gonna keep moving like that. Elbows wide, exhale, lift and twist. Inhale, lower. 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 Let's be here for 4. Back of the hips stay nice and level and stable for 3. Twist from the middle of the spine for 2. And here's your last 1. Come down. Rest the head. Slowly melt it down. Knees into the chest. And draw some circles in that lower back. One direction. And then the other. Okay, so from here, we're gonna go a little bit deeper. So we had our feet on the floor. Next level, legs in tabletop. Knees over the hips, shins parallel to the floor. We're gonna take those arms, we're gonna reach the fingertips to the ceiling. I want you to take your shoulder blades and kind of roll them down towards the ribs, back and down out of the ears. Back of the neck stays super long. Now we're gonna roll up on the exhale. So take a nice full inhale, On the exhale, the arms are going to keep reaching away as you curl up. Look at your knees. And then inhale, reach it up as you rest the head back down. Exhale, curl up and look at the knees. Inhale, reach it back down. Exhale, curl up, look at the knees. Inhale, reach it back down. And then here's our last one. We're going to exhale, curl up, look at the knees. And then I want you to extend those legs and then bend those knees. And we're going to be here for 4. Keep the chest lifted, keep the gaze forward. For 3, belly pulls in and up. For 2, keep the torso stable and level. And for 1, bend the knees, arms up, head down, and then go ahead, reach those arms all the way back behind you, palms up. Find a little opening in the chest and shoulders. You can pull the knees in and kind of draw some circles on your sacrum while you're here too. Sometimes that feels good, just getting some length through the spine. And then go ahead and bring it back. Bring your feet to the earth. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, very slowly, you're going to roll yourself up. Now once we're up, reach the fingertips away, float the legs. Now we're going to keep the lift. I want you to flip your palms and reach your arms to the sky. Look past your fingertips. Maybe you do an interlace, maybe you just cross those thumbs. Now pull those shoulders down and out of the ear. Set those shoulders. Now what we're going to do, we're going to squeeze the legs together. Knees are over the hips. Look past your fingertips. As we exhale, we're going to let the arms go to the left and the knees fall to the right. Only so far that the left hip still stays connected to the earth. Inhale, find your center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, find your center. Now, modifications here. You can lower and lift the head. You can keep the head down, right? So lots of different ways to modify this work. We're trying to get into our side body, right? We're thinking about whittling the waist. We go side and center. We go side. We go center. We're going to be here for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. We come back to center, lift. Now I want you just to bring the hands towards the knees and then come back to the tips of the shoulder blades. Little tiny pulses. Think of them more like abdominal squeezes. We're going to come up, come down, come up, come down. Look past your fingertips. Up, down, up, down. Belly pulls in for 4. Look past those fingertips for 3. Try not to let the head come out of the line of the spine. With for 2. And for 1. Feet to the earth. Rest it down. Knees left. And knees right. Stretch it out. Okay. So from here, very slowly, bring your knees back in, up to the sky, and let's do a little bit of the back of the body work. So we're going to do some bridging. Heels in line with the sit bones and the knees, right? So just like maybe just an inch or so in front of the knees as far as placement. We're going to warm it up just by doing a nice long neutral spine. We're just going to lift from the hips and lower from the hips. So reach your fingertips towards your heels, pull your shoulders out of your ears, pull your belly in and up, push down to your palms on your feet, and on the exhale, you're going to squeeze and lift. Chin to the sky, take a sip of air, exhale, hinge and lower. Nice full inhale, exhale, squeeze and lift, take a sip of air, exhale, hinge and lower. Belly pulls in and up, press down to come up, sip of air, hinge and lower, heels to the tailbone reaches towards the heels. Exhale up, inhale, exhale, hinge and lower. Let's be here for 2 more. And lower. Inhale, exhale. Squeeze everything. Pause, exhale, lower. Okay, now we're going to take it a little further. Single leg variation. Right heel stays exactly where it is. Left leg reaches to the sky. Now, if you need to bend the knee here, if it's too much, go ahead and bend the knee. Otherwise, reach that leg up as long as you can and point those toes. Now we're going to push into the right side. The idea here, we're going to lift. We're going to try to keep the pelvis and the hips very level. Reach through the left toes, press in the palms, set those arms and shoulders out of the ears. Nice full inhale. Exhale, lift. Now we're just going to inhale, lower straight back down. And then we're going to exhale, lift. Inhale, lower straight back down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower, 2 more. Hinge it down, last one. Belly in, and hinge it down. Bring your left heel down to the earth. Make sure that it's in line with the sit bone. Same idea, right side, pelvis is level, belly pulls in, push into those forearms. Nice full inhale. Exhale, lift. Reach the tailbone to the heels as you lower down. Exhale, lift. Tailbone to the heels as you lower down. 3 more, inhale, exhale, lift. Tailbone to the heels as you lower down. Tailbone to the heels as you lower down. Last one. Tailbone to the heels as you lower down. Beautiful work. Take your feet back to the floor. Now, we're going to take our heels in and our toes out. I'm going to use the edges of my mat as my guide. So I'm going to take my feet out as wide as the mat, spiral my heels in, make sure my toes are out. But I am remembering that this movement comes from my hips. It's not just feet and ankles. So the rotation, the openness comes from the hips, the knees track, and the heels track in the same line, right? In that same external rotation. Arms can go a touch wider. Belly pulls in and up. We're going to exhale. You're going to tuck that tail underneath you. Your entire lower back is imprinted into that mat. And then roll it up nice and slow. Inhale, pause at the top. Exhale, roll it down. Bottom of the ribs, middle of the back, low back, tailbone. Inhale here, belly pulls in and up. Exhale, hollow it out and roll it up. Look up at the sky, take your sip of air, push in those feet. Exhale, roll it down. Take your time. This is called spinal articulation. It's the idea of mobilizing your spine. Nice full inhale, press it down. Exhale, hollow out, roll up. Inhale here. Exhale and roll it down. Super, super slow. Inhale. Exhale, tuck that tail, belly pulls in and up. You roll, hold, roll it down. Here's your last one. Reach those fingertips towards those heels, hollow out, tuck and roll. Hold it here. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna lift up our toes. We're on our heels. I want you to keep your hips lifted and level, and I want you to move your femur bones in those little hip joints. We're gonna do a little bit of adduction, abduction, right? So knees in, hips stay lifted and level, knees out. You're spiraling on your heels. Really, that movement's coming from the hips. Any knee issues, don't bring the knees all the way to touch, right? Belly pulls in and up. Just open and close for 4. Keep those hips lifted and level. For 3, squeeze everything as you move. For 2, we are almost there. Here's your last one. Hold it at the top. Roll it down. Knees to chest. Hold it in. Stretch and roll. One side and then the other. All right, pull it in. Feet to the floor. Nice job, everybody. So we're going to go a little deeper with our core work. This time we're going to go with extended legs. Reach the legs up to the ceiling and point the toes. We're going to do a variation of kind of like a double leg stretch. We're not going to bend the knees in. We're going to do a different kind of variation, but I want you to think of that same arms and legs reaching away and then bringing it in, okay? So arms to the sky, shoulders out of the ears, belly pulls in. Take an inhale, and on the exhale, you're going to lift up. You're going to look at the knees. Now on the inhale, your arms and legs are going to reach away from the center, long lever, stretch it out. And on the exhale, we bring it back. Inhale, woo, little shake. Exhale, reach. Inhale, exhale, look at the knees. Inhale, reach it away, keep your shoulder blades down on the mat. Exhale, let's be here for 4. 3, keep your torso really stable. Low back is perfectly still. 2. So good, you guys. 1. Bend your knees, lift your feet. Slowly rock your head to the mat. Knees left. Knees right. Okay. Single straight leg stretch. Legs to the sky. Pelvis neutral or imprinted low back. Arms up, shoulders out of those ears. Nice full inhale. Exhale, lift. Grab your left ankle, let your right leg fall. Now you're pulling those shoulders down and back. You're looking towards your knees. Pull your left leg in for 2 with bent elbows, straight left leg. Switch the legs, bend your right elbows to pull the right leg in for 2, and then switch. You're reaching that leg away from you. Your torso stays still and you're looking at your knees. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. So good. Knees left, knees right. We're almost there, you guys. We have one more core exercise on our backs, and then we're going to transition to some glutes. Everybody's favorite. So, belly in. Last one, similar to what we just did, except we're going to add in a little bit of a twist. We're going to do some obliques. So, reach the legs up, find that neutral or imprinted back. Let's do those palms together. Maybe cross the fingers or interlace. Shoulders out of those ears. Nice full inhale, exhale, lift. Right leg falls. We twist left. Inhale, center, right leg lifts. Exhale, left leg falls. We twist right. Inhale, center, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center, lift. Exhale, twist. Reach through those toes and lengthen out those legs. If you can keep the chest lifted, go ahead and do that. Keep the shoulder blades rooted down on the mat. If you need to lower in between and lift on the exhale, that's fine too. Really watch the back of the hips. Make sure that you can stay level. And you can also just do this exercise with the head down, you guys. We're almost there. Last 2. And 1. Reach it up and lower it down. So good. Knees left, knees right. And then let's go ahead. You're just going to roll into your left side. So nice and slow. Hip over hip, shoulder over shoulder. I'm going to come onto my elbow. If that feels appropriate for you, come onto your elbow. Otherwise, you can rest kind of like on that left ear, the inside of the left bicep, or you can come onto your forearm. Bend your knees in front of your hips. Left leg's going to stay down like a kickstand. Right leg, we're going to sweep it out. What we're going to do, from our right heel, we have a line of energy going from the right sit bone all the way to the right heel. All the joints are pointing forward. Take an inhale. And the exhale, I want you to sweep your right leg up and back. On the inhale, I want you to bring it down. Right heel directly in line with the right sit bone. Now, this is a diagonal sweep. We're thinking about outer hip and glutes. Spine stays long and core stays on. For 8. For 7. For 6, belly in and up. For 5, don't use your back, use your leg. For 4. For 3. For 2. Keep moving, you guys. And for 1. Now we take that leg all the way back there. We lower it an inch. We lift it an inch. Lower an inch. Lift an inch. Push through the heel. Lower an inch. Lift an inch. We're here for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Keep pushing that heel. 3. 2. 1, and just lift and hold. Now keep that same height. Reach through the heel. Let's breathe. Hold for 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Now we're going to bend the right knee to the floor, keeping that heel flex to the sky. So we're internally rotating. Exhale, push up and out. Inhale, knee down. Exhale, push it up and out. Reach. Inhale, knee comes down. Exhale, push it up and out. Inhale. Exhale. So good. For 8, belly in. Push and extend through the back leg. 7. Exhale, reach it out. For 6. For 5. For 4. For 3. We're almost there. For 2. And for 1. Push it out. Hold it back there. Now point your right toes. We're going to draw 12 circles going forward. Tiny little dinner plate sized circles. For 8, keep the hip stacking. 7, keep the shoulder stacking. 6, 5, 4, reach through those toes. 3, 2, 1, rest the leg. We've got one more exercise to go. We're going to be bending our right knee and pulling our right heel to our sit bone in external rotation, okay? So try to really close the gap. Heel pulls right to that sit bone. Open the hip, but keep the stack of the pelvis, and then exhale, push it up and out. Inhale, pull it back and in. Exhale, up and out. Inhale, back and in. Exhale, up and out. Now this femur bone barely moves. We're here for 8. Press it out. Keep that foot flexed. 7. Lots of energy. Push through the heel. 6. 5. We're almost there, you guys. Keep pushing back through that heel for 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower it down. Little stretch. Open the right hip. Just lift it up. Maybe grab the ankle, straighten the leg, hold it here and breathe. Maybe circle out that right ankle while you're here in the stretch. So good, you guys. So opening up that groin and adductor muscles. Breathe. And go ahead and reach that leg away. Bring it down. Let's flip to the other side. Come up. Turn it around. Same exact idea on this other side, you guys. So lower down to your mat. Stack it up. Left side over the right. Nice long spine. Top left leg is where we're going to work from. You're going to take that left heel, reach it all the way out in line with your left sit bone. Rotate all your joints forward. Keep that stacking, shoulder over shoulder, hip over hip. Take a nice full inhale. Exhale, lift. Push that heel up and back. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So we're sweeping out on a diagonal. We're using our glutes and our outer hip, not our lower back. So keep that core connected. We're going to be here for 8, 7, 6. Bring that heel back in line with that sit bone for 5. Belly pulls in and up. 4, 3, 2. Now let's lift it back there. Hold it. Lift an inch, lower an inch. Lift an inch, lower an inch. Lift, lower, lift, and lower. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Hold it back there. Now, point those toes. Draw circles going in one direction. That's it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Don't worry, I know we went out of order. Flex that foot and bend the knee down towards the floor. Internal rotation. Exhale, push it up and out. Extend. Inhale, bend down and in. Exhale, up and out. Extend. Push through that heel. Inhale, spine stays long. Exhale, push it up and out. Inhale. Exhale, reach it out for 8. Push it all the way out for 7. Extend it all the way long for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to push it all the way out and we're going to hold it. Don't worry, you thought we forgot this. We didn't. Just keep all the joints pointing forward. Keep that lift. And we're here for 8, 7, 6. Hold it steady. 5. I can't talk. 4, 3, 2. Lower. Nice work. And then last thing is external rotation. So if you're familiar with the reformer work, it's almost like a frog. We're going to pull that left heel to the sit bone, left kneecap to the sky. Exhale, extend it up and out. Inhale, heel to the sit bone. Exhale, up and out. heel pulls in, exhale, extend. Inhale, heel pulls in, exhale, push it out. We're here for 8. Push it through for 7. Extend it long. For 6, press it all the way out. For 5, for 4, you guys got this. For 3, almost there. For 2, and here's the last one. Bend, extend, grab the ankle, pull it in, find your stretch. Maybe circle the left ankle one direction and then the other. Bring that leg in a little closer, breathe. Let it float away. Roll into your back and let's stretch out those glutes. So right ankle over the left knee. Interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. Pull that leg in towards your chest. All you gotta do here is breathe. If you have any issues with your knees, make sure you flex your feet when you do figure 4 stretches. Just pull it in and breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh man, a little tired today. Switch it out. Left ankle, right knee. Pull it in. Breathe. Okie dokes. Gently, slowly bring your right foot back to the floor. And release across that ankle. Let's do some roll-ups, some spinal articulation. Arms up, shoulders down. Squeeze legs in. Nice full inhale. Exhale. Tuck the chin up towards the chest. Follow your fingertips with your gaze. Round your spine up. Reach it forward. Stack it up. And then roll it down. So from here, the next piece of the puzzle, if your legs lift, you're going to bend, keep your knees bent, push your heels down, toes to the sky, and come up like this. The idea is we really need to connect to the back of those legs if those legs are lifting, because we don't want to use momentum. We also really don't want to strain that lower back. So if this is the better variation for you today, stay in this shape. The other option, I'll go back, is that we can make this a little more challenging. So if roll-ups with the legs down are feeling good today, and you feel like, hey, I want to try something a little bit new, let's try rolling up to a teaser. So squeeze the legs, lift, reach, and roll it up. And then as you come down, your legs reach away and the arms go overhead. That's an option, right? You could always do this with bent knees. We're just finding different layers of the work. Right? Wherever you are, we're doing 2 more. Squeeze the legs together, activate. So good, everybody. Inhale. And exhale. Come onto your back. Circle those arms back around. Pull your knees into your chest. And let's slowly circle out the sacrum and the lumbar spine. And then you're going to rock yourself up. So look at your knees. Maybe a couple times. Just to give yourself a little back massage. Making sure you're not rolling onto the back of your head or neck. And just kind of stop at the tips of the shoulder blades. Keeping a little rounding in the back to keep the neck safe. And then when you come back, we're going to switch gears. So we're going to do some planking. So full body integration, planks. We're going to do a little focus today. We're going to be building this as well. Palms, fists, forearms, right? All acceptable places to come upper body positioning up from a plank. You can do any of these exercises up against a wall or the back of a chair. I'm going to do mine from my palms. So I'm going to spread my fingers super wide. Make sure that my shoulders are stacked over my wrists. I'm going to keep my back straight. I'm going to push my heel back. Activate the back of the leg as I do it, as I tuck my toes under. That's my number 1 leg. Number 2 leg goes back in the same line of energy, right? So heels behind the sit bones. I'm trying to keep my back really straight. From the crown of my head to my tailbone, I'm really pushing that floor away. I'm setting my shoulders. So you can stay in plank today. If you want a little more, we're going to do a leg pull. You're going to lift your left leg, heel underneath the sit bone. Now you're gonna shift forward onto your toes. You're gonna shift back under the ball of the foot and then lower the left foot down. Right heel lifts, shift forward, shift back, lower down. Belly pulls in and out. Left heel lifts, forward, back, down. Right heel lifts, forward, back, down. We got 4 more. Set those shoulders. Remember to breathe. 2 more. You can do this on your forearms or your fists. Woo! Knees to the earth. Stretch it out. Child's pose, shell pose, whatever you want to call this. It's a low back stretch. Shoulders down out of the ears. Push your sit bones back to your heels. Maybe shift a little side to side to open it up. Whew. And then stack it up. Alrighty, so good. Not quite done. We gotta get some upper body peppered in here. So what we're gonna do for upper body, we're gonna do chest press style push-ups, and then we're gonna do tricep dips. So push-ups, many different variations, right? So you can do palms or fists. You could do kind of more like a body saw if you needed to from your forearms. You can do them at the wall, right? So when I do chest press style push-ups, I'm gonna take my finger, spread my fingers wide, but I'm gonna spiral my fingertips slightly in so that my pinky fingers kind of line up with the edges of my mat. Then I'm gonna step myself back to my plank. I'm gonna find my nice long spine. And from here, I'm gonna drop my knees. Now I'm not dropping my actual kneecaps, I'm dropping to the tops of my knees, more towards like lower quads. I wanna make sure I feel really stable through the shoulders. My back is gonna stay straight and long. I'm gonna take my elbows and they're gonna bend super wide to the side as I lower down, and then I exhale and push away. Inhale, lower, keep your spine straight, push away. Belly pulls in, lower, keep that spine straight, push away. Inhale, lower, exhale, push. 4 more. Look past the front edge of your mat, keep your neck long. Push. 2. Push-ups are not my favorite, but they're good for you. All right, take it apart, take those legs long, sit those hips back over those heels, stretch it out. We're gonna do spinal extension. So we're gonna get on our belly. Then we're gonna switch gears, we're gonna flip around, we're gonna do the tricep dips and opening the chest to finish. So from here, all you're gonna do is kind of slowly walk yourself all the way down onto your belly. So I always like to start with baby swans. Hands under the shoulders, elbows squeezing close to your ribs, tops of the feet, push down onto the mat. Baby swan is just like your smallest spinal extension, your buildable spinal extension. We don't wanna move, even though our body's warm, we don't wanna move into our deepest spinal extension quite yet. We wanna kind of get those shoulders down, the back of the neck long, that legs active. Find your proper prone positioning, pressing the front of your hips into the mat, and then we're gonna inhale, and you're gonna slowly begin to peel yourself up. And then you're gonna exhale, and you're gonna slowly come back down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And maybe each time you lift, you get a little more height. Use that breath. Make sure those legs stay active. Make sure your feet are really pointing back and not stickling in or out. And then go ahead, cross your forearms, rest your ear or forehead, bend your knees, and let your feet go side to side. We're gonna build from that, so we're gonna go a little deeper. We're not quite gonna do the double leg kick today. We're gonna do almost like a variation. So I'm just gonna have you interlace your fingers behind your back. So shoulder blades pull together, shoulder heads pull out of the ears, back of the neck stays long. If this doesn't feel available, grab for wrists or opposite elbows, or just bring your arms right down alongside your body. Now what we're gonna do, you can bend your elbows actually. To start, let's bring the knuckles to the low back. Elbows bent wide to the sides to start. Now squeeze your legs together, okay? So instead of just one leg, instead of having 2 legs, you have 1 leg, like a mermaid tail. We're gonna inhale, and we're gonna lift everything off the mat. You're gonna straighten your arms and try to lift them up off your back. So let's give that a go. Shoulders down and back, legs long, squeeze together, pointed toes. Inhale, lift it up. And then exhale, bend the elbows as you lower down. I just want your forehead or your nose or your chin to just find the earth. And we've got a couple more. Excuse me, inhale. Lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale. Lift. exhale, lower. These exercises are so important because they help us with our posture, right? So good. Make a pillow, turn your head if you'd like, bend your knees, feet go right, feet go left. Okay. Full swan. Spine should be feeling warm. We're ready to go. Legs, let's take them out at least hip width, if not wider. Make sure your toes are pointing back. Now the way I measure out my appropriate kind of arm length for this exercise is I put my hands directly under my shoulders. Make sure my elbows are bending back. And then I walk my hands out one palm's length in front of my shoulders. And then one palm's length wider than my shoulders. And I want to make sure my elbows are still pointing back, okay? Not like lifted like this. I want my arms to rest down on the floor. Tops of the feet down, tuck that tail, squeeze those glutes, take an inhale, and begin to lift your chest. Now first you are using your upper back strength, and then you start to push a little into the arms and root through the triceps, and you're lifting up into a shape that feels available to you. And then we exhale and we lower down. So the full expression of swan does integrate a little more lumbar flexibility, but I also want you to really think about the middle of your back, your thoracic spine. You're really not changing the shape of your cervical spine. So your head and your neck are just kind of following suit with where the middle of your back is guiding them. Inhale, lift, shoulders down and back out of the ears. You're not changing your gaze, you're just looking forward in the floor across from you. And last one. Beautiful. Pillow, head, bend, knees, feet, flop. Stretch out your back. Okie dokes. Now, we're gonna change into our tricep dips. So put your hands under your shoulders, bend your knees, walk yourself back to your child's pose, let your hips go side to side, stretch it, stretch it, stretch it, reach the tailbone towards the heels, breathe. And then super slow motion, stack your spine up. Okay, tricep dips. Tricep dips you can do really from anywhere. We're gonna do them from the mat. You could do them like up against the back of your couch with your hands up against your couch. You can do them up against a countertop. You can do them up against a chair. Sorry. I'm just gonna do mine from the mat. These are totally up to you how you'd like to do it, what feels more best for you. Palms to his forearms. You can also just do tricep style push-ups, which means your elbows go back, raising your ribs, if that feels more available to you today. I'm gonna spiral my fingertips in, but you can also bring your fingertips out to the side walls. You wanna make sure that your chest stays lifted and your gaze stays forward. We're not gonna open to the sky for these. Your heels, knees, and sit bones are in the same line of energy. Root down, lift up, bend those elbows just a touch. And then we're gonna exhale, and you're gonna lift it all the way up. Straighten the arms, knees over the heels. Make sure you have your right position. Now drop your hips. Gaze is forward, chin is parallel to the floor. You're gonna bend your elbows and then straighten your arms. Your hips might dip and hit the floor, they might not. Make sure your elbows are bending back, not out to the side walls. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. Belly pulls in and up. Inhale, lower, exhale, lift. And we have 3 more. So good, you guys. And then the next time we lower, we'll drop those hips. Extend the legs. Shift forward with a nice long spine. Place your hands down right alongside those hips with your fingertips pressing away towards your toes, and then just lift it up. Chin parallel to the floor, crown of the head to the sky, sit bones root. Try to reach your heels away, and then we're gonna do a spine stretch. So you're gonna take your feet and you're gonna walk them out to mat width apart, so a little wider than hip width. Now, if sitting up tall is an issue, bend the knees, or sit on a block or a stack of books, right? Reach that spine long, we'll reach the arms out right in front of your shoulders, and then roll your shoulders back and down out of your ears. Imagine there's a big beach ball sitting between your knees. We're gonna round up and over the beach ball. Take a nice full inhale, and then on the exhale, you're gonna reach, round, round, round. Crown of the head forward, arms stay shoulder height, shoulders stay back and down out of the ears. Pull the belly back, take an inhale, and then exhale, stack that spine. We're setting our posture for the rest of our day. Nice full inhale. Exhale, reach, 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 shoulders back and down, and then stack it up. Inhale here, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one, nice full inhale, reach, Exhale, hollow, 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 hollow. And stack. So good. Little bit of spinal rotation. Take the legs together. Right foot crosses to the left of the left knee. Lift the heart up. Try to bring that left heel kind of in line with the sit bone as much as possible. Now sit bones are both equally rooted down. Now I want you to grab for opposite elbows and lift. Take an inhale. And on the exhale, we're gonna twist to the right. So you're gonna hook, or I'm sorry, we're gonna twist to the right. So your left elbow is gonna hook around the right knee. I haven't done a spinal just like this in a minute, I almost forgot. Chin parallel to the floor, just look over your right shoulder. Again, you're twisting from the middle of your back, not head and neck, right? So lift the heart up, rotate. Inhale back to center, switch out the legs. Hands down, shoulders out of the ears, right leg forward, left knee bends, the foot crosses over, grab for opposite elbows, lift the heart up, sit up tall, take an inhale. Exhale, rotate to the left, right elbow, left knee. Now again, chin parallel to the floor, shoulders out of the ears, move from the middle of the back, front the root the sit bones down and back, lift the heart up. Just a twist. Detoxifying your organs, lengthening your spine, decompressing the vertebra. Breathe. Inhale to center. Take both legs forward. Reach the arms up, take a full inhale. Exhale, hinge, round, reach. You can grab for ankles, you can grab for the feet, you can soften your knees. You keep the back real straight, or you could round through the upper spine. You have so many options, you guys. I just want you to find your shapes that feel like they really fit for you and your body in this moment. Slowly stack it up, one vertebra at a time. We're gonna finish with a few deep breaths together as a group. Sit up tall. All right, cross the ankles, sit on your heels, whatever you need to do here to find a nice comfy seat. Arms wide, shoulders back and down. Inhale the arms up. Maybe you look up, opening the chest. Exhale, open the arms wide, wide, wide. Push the walls away as you come down. And two more. Inhale, reach it up. Big full inhale, fill it up. And then exhale, reach it away. Last one, inhale. Exhale. So good, you guys. We're all done for today. Thank you so much for joining me. Hopefully I'll see you again soon.